Welcome back to TC Play. Today I'm your host Sarah and I'm here with Kanako, Jordan, Shiori and Alex.
Yeah.
So as you can see, we're in a car today. Where could we be going?
Ooh. Mysteries.
Yeah, it is a mystery, but we're gonna drive through Tokyo, see the sights, and get some McDonald's. Literally, join us for the ride, sit tight, and let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
We are going to do the Q&A section
That's
with
right.
Tokyo Creative stuff.
Yay!
Thank you for submitting all your questions on Twitter and Instagram.
Yes, ありがとうございます。
First question coming your way. Right off the bat, who misses Natasha the most?
花子じゃない？
はい。
はいはい。です。あれでしょ、花子 you went to see her until the gate でしょ？なんていうの？
Until the
the
airport.
airport.
So just bye bye to her. 悲しい. That was it was the early morning flight. It's
Yeah.
like a 5 a.m. Wake up then.
Thank you so much. There's literally so many questions. This is a question for everyone.
Hi.
How did you join TC? So let's start with Jordan since you're the newest.
I am the newest. How do I join TC? I applied, obviously, and I got a message back saying that there's no positions and that they weren't hiring. So I emailed back to that email basically saying, no worries, here's my CV, love you. And then after that, things happened and I started working freelance for them, doing modeling stuff. And then they were like, hey, this guy's pretty cool. We need a guy like this one in TC. We need an afro in TC. So kept doing freelance for a while, and eventually became a permanent member of the TC staff.
Welcome.
Alright, Shiori.
Okay, how I joined Tokyo Creative is I actually registered a Tokyo Creative company with Chris Okano.
OG.
Yep. So I think I'm the one of the original member of Tokyo Creative. So that's how I joined Tokyo Creative. Alexa?
So Kenji recommended me to Tokyo Creative a while back, and I was dying to join a filmmaking company, something that I could use my skills, because before that I was teaching English and I just want to get out of that. Not to say I don't love kids, I love them, but I want to do something related to filming. So I took that opportunity and then went for an interview with them. They were really nice and I got the job. Woo!
I didn't know we could mention names. I got to shout out Ian. Thanks, Ian. Ian was like the one that got me in the door, basically. Love it.
And Kanako?
I was working at some other company and then I was trying to change the new career. Then I applied some agency company.
Like a recruiter, right?
As also recruiter. Then the recruiter called me. It was like a 面白い company there.
So like a
And I
unique
was
company,
applied.
right?
So unique company. So I was applied. And then now, って感じかな。
Yay! Kanako is now number 4 old member じゃない？
Number 4.
So now it's
4th oldest member.
2.5 years. かな。And you?
So TC was like looking for people and hiring, and they put a ad kind of or a posting on Instagram, and I saw it and I kind of sat on it and I was like, it was like Corona and I lost the job that I had lined up, and I was just doing some like freelance modeling, but it wasn't going that well because nothing was happening. And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it, and then I submitted like a really long proposal.
But I
Yeah.
think that was the homework.
Yeah, it was like some requirement, like you had to submit like a itinerary for a trip that you picked, and I researched like an area in Kyoto and I submitted it and I was like, this would be good for TC Play because XYZ, and then I had an interview and everyone was really nice and said, join! Everyone's quite different, I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone went like in different groups.
But it was interesting because my interview was mainly in Japanese. I don't know about you guys.
When I was talking to Ian, it was like all in English. When I was talking to Shorty and T-Man, it was like half in English, half in Japanese.
Yeah.
Because I think it's important to have the bit of balance for the you guys
Yeah.
positions, I feel. But mainly we speak English, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but there are times you need to speak Japanese. Like translating that needs to be done. There's like when you're talking to clients and such. Like
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people. I get lots of messages in my Instagram even before I started working with Tokyo Creative, where people would ask like, "Oh, I want to work in Japan as well. How do I do it?" And the first question I always ask is like, "Well, what's your Japanese like?" And they'll be like, "Oh, I speak no Japanese." And I'm like, that's an issue because you're gonna think about it in the other way as well. Like if someone from Italy came to where I'm from, London, and they were like, hey, I want a job in your big company. And you go, do you speak English? And they go, no, only Italian. And you go, think about it. That's no. Like the same rules apply in Japan. I think if anything, it's easier in Japan.
It just helps a lot.
It does, yeah. Like you can speak not fluent Japanese, but enough to get by and still manage to get a job. Whereas in like a lot of other countries, you can speak just
I think because English is the global language, people just assume.
Indeed. Yeah, exactly.
But one thing I want to mention is like, even though we communicate in English a lot, everything is in Japanese on like Slack, so we listen to a lot of Japanese in our work. So you definitely need to have a high level of Japanese to work with TC, I feel. Oh, Tokyo Tower is coming up on our right. Is it?
Please. Is ramen overrated?
Is ramen overrated?
It's very controversial.
Very controversial. My answer is
I don't think it's overrated.
yeah, same. I don't think it's overrated, but I feel like people put too much on it. You know what I mean? Like they go like, I have to go to Japan, I have to eat ramen, but it's like
There's so much more to eat in Japan.
I like certain types of ramen. I prefer tantanmen, which is more like you have thick noodles and you dip it into a soup. That's more my
skim it.
Wait, oh yeah, skim it.
I like skim it.
Yeah, skim it.
Skim it.
Yeah. There's tantanmen, which is like the spicy flavor, but you can have tantan skim it. Well, abura soba is very similar to ramen as well. It's not solo noodles, it's like ramen noodles, but it's soupless basically. That is also really tasty.
But if you think about how long the ramen shop owners are taking
確かに。
to make one soup, one noodle, just for 700 yen to 1,000 yen, you think that way it's not overrated, I feel, because the amount of effort.
You recently did a video on Little Giant Shorty.
Yes, I did the Ippudo versus Ichiran cup noodle.
That's still ramen.
Yeah.
That's ramen.
I always answer the question what you want to eat the last day of your life.
Oh.
I always answer ramen, gyoza, beer set.
That's so Shiori.
Hanako wa ramen 好き?
Ramen 好きです. I like the spicy one. So like the tantan men. And what else? So, しびれるやつ. Like something like
You feel the numb, eh?
そうそうそうそう。
マラだ。
マラ、yeah, マラ。
Okay, so we got a bunch of the potato, of course, Oreos, one cheeseburger.
Yum.
It comes with the Happy Meal set. And then we got the nuggets, of course, and then beans.
Beans?
Edamame.
What?
Wow.
You can get beans.
Why do we get beans?
This one is also the Happy Meal set.
Oh,
Do you guys know this?
Oh, I haven't tried this one.
Bacon potato pie.
That looks good.
I think that's new menu.
This is the revive. Because we used to have this. Like, it's been 30 years since this
What?
product.
30?
Hi,
awesome.
and this is the samurai mac. Samurai mac.
Oh, I think that's double patty. That might be Jordan's.
Hi there. So samurai, this is the crow, right?
Oh, let's see.
Oh wow, that's
And
so
then
cool.
this is the samurai skirt. And this one is for Alex.
Woohoo!
Samurai mac.
Yay,
This
that's
is
mine.
bacon tomato だって. And both of them are aburi shoyu, which means the grilled soy sauce.
Oh, that sounds good.
Hi,
Oh.
dojo.
And she got salad.
She is healthy one.
How dare you?
A little bit.
Ooh. So Shiori's gonna open up her present,
Yay!
her toy.
We got the 3 toys today. I got it.
What? Oh! What?
Toy! Kitty-chan container.
Oh my god, that's so cute.
I can put this thing.
Nice.
Nice potato. And then
これなんだろう?
I got the comb.
So cute.
I've never combed my hair, so that's good.
It's great for you.
Oh God no. God no. Lord no.
I can't touch. And the last one is Doraemon something.
Or they just give us random
What?
What?
Is that it?
That's something else.
It looks like the inappropriate stuff. Eh? Correct? Like this?
Oh, it goes around.
It's like just like that.
So out of all the toys, which one's your favorite?
This one. That's it.
Itadakimasu. Oh no, we spilled the beans.
Are we gonna spill the beans and
Are you okay?
The beans!
Right, this one is
guess.
And has she become a beer-powered human cat?
Oh, wait, how many cans? Let's make a quick guess. I'm gonna guess at least 2 a
A
day.
week,
Yeah, so 14 cans.
14 cans.
16.
16. I'm gonna guess 8 or 9.
3.
No, you're around, man. That's like one sitting.
I'm guessing like 7.
Yes, it's 12.
Oh!
So yeah, these are 14.
2, yeah, 2 off.
12 average, but I always fight with my husband about this because
Too much or
he said
not sharing?
Too little.
second can then. It's so opposite, right?
Yeah.
I sound like the husband and he sounds
Yeah.
like
The
wife.
wife.
But the funny thing is that he gave me the Father's Day gift
Really?
of the cans. The 6 cans of the
The
set.
6-pack?
Yeah.
So good gift.
And then that was on the Father's Day.
That's
Nice.
so
It's so
cute.
funny. I don't think my husband is watching TC Place, I can say that, but I drink over the weekend. I drink 1 can of the beer while I'm making the brunch or lunch, and then I pretend I didn't drink yet. And then when lunch comes, I combine with my husband. That's my second beer. And then the dinner time, 1 more.
Oh,
So
So 3.
that's already
Yeah.
6 over the weekend.
Yeah, 6 over the weekend.
Oh,
And
so
then-
6 for the weekday.
And then one beer or 2 cans a day for the weekday after work.
It might even be more than 12.
Yeah, thinking about it.
Demo, I'm trying to have 1 liver rest day.
Liver rest day.
Just one day.
Let's protect.
It's like the gym. You have 1 day to rest your muscles. Then they're good again.
Then what do you guys think? Am I alcoholic? No,
Now
right?
you're fine.
Thank you.
You're fine.
Okay, so we get a lot of questions about our jobs and also Chris O'Connell.
Ooh.
We cannot avoid this question. I feel. They are
We
friends.
all get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Maybe I should answer the question.
Onegaishimasu.
So I think a lot of people are assuming there's a huge drama happened. We cannot deny that so many things happened previously because it's so obvious that we couldn't keep the same team we used to have. There's so many other cool stuff we had, but we needed to give up the department not monetizing enough for the company because Tokyo Creative established as the partner of Odigo. Odigo had a good website. We still have the website. Please check it out. The Ian is working on that. So we had a website called Odigo, and the Tokyo Creative, the influencers management, and also the inbound marketing company. These 2 companies merged, and then Chris Okada was the big boss of us. But so many stuff, like more than 20 people working for the company. But unfortunately, we couldn't monetize enough, and then big financial crisis happened to us. But that's nothing to do with our previous project. The January Cruise Japan was very good. We got a lot of traffic from you guys, and then we could partner with the local governments because of those projects. So every single project we did had a meaning to gain our awareness as company. But unfortunately, after the financial crisis happened, the Chris Okano couldn't stay as the CEO. I feel that being CEO is a big deal, of course. It's not just for fun. It's not just for the enjoyment. Yeah, I want to be the CEO kind of thing. So unfortunately, Chris needed to leave. I was good friend with Chris. That's why I could be part of this company. So I think each person has different feeling, different thought about what happened to Tokyo Creative. But now we have Jordan, Alex, Sarah, which are the new members technically, right? We have the new members already, and then I think we should be honest. We needed to cut our salary down to very low to survive as Tokyo Creative for a long time. And then after we recover a bit, we decided to hire the new members, which is Alex, and then Sarah, and Jordan. And then now, 少しずつ little by little, it's getting better. Hopefully, we can monetize and stay okay together. No more drama. No more losing the people. Yeah, so I wanted to reach out this question because so many people asking, hey, where's Chris Okano? What happened to him? Yeah, I personally, I was a good friend of him,
it's in the past, so we're moving forward, positive thinkers. But yeah, I think
Good vibes only.
I think it was good that you answered it, because even though we're not involved, we still get asked about it a lot.
Yeah.
And this should hopefully give some, you know, insight into how we feel.
Anything. Can you guys shout out the name?
3, 2, 1, Sandy! Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. So Sandy, he used to work for Tokyo Creative as a full-time employee, and he went back to Disney and he started his own company. He's great. He's the best friend, best boyfriend, he called himself.
Really?
Of Natasha.
Oh.
And Natasha always, get out here, Kibo, ew. Those like a siblings, and they're so cute. I love them.
He's so good to work with. He's really chill and he's really flexible and just like a great person.
Yep.
I feel like the thing with TC is like everyone who works here is actually really nice.
Sandy no career is crazy because he just moved to Japan for Tokyo Creative.
Oh really? Did you hire him while he was still in?
Before he's getting the job.
He just was like, I'm gonna get this job. No.
So he started as the internship.
Nice, Sandy.
His dedication to Tokyo Creative was amazing, and he's so hard worker.
Yeah.
He learns so quickly, and then well done, Sandy.
Yeah, he is a hard worker.
素晴らしい。Either USJ or Disneyland.
Oh.
That was the question.
That's so hard.
None.
Why?
None. I have never in my life ever been to any Disneyland or Disney.
なんで
Really?
Boring.
Let's raise your hand ね。ディズニーランド、ディズニーシーが好きな人、はーい。USJ が好きな人、What? Japanese versus foreigner じゃん。
いやー
なんで
I like Harry Potter World. I've never been, but I want to go for Harry Potter World.
I had a year pass for USJ. So I went like 8 or 9 times in 1 year. I lived in Kyoto, so it was like the thing every uni student did. We just went there. It was so good. Recommend. And so much like value, because it's only like $200 for a year pass.
No, seriously?
That's so cheap.
And like compared to Disney, I think Disney is like $1,000 or something. There's Disney.
Wait, what?
来た来た来た。
What was that do?
So that was our drive through Tokyo.
Yay!
Thanks for joining us on the ride. Thanks for driving.
Thank you, Kanako.
Thank you.
So let us know which spot. I guess we didn't really show you in detail, but which spot was your favorite, and maybe which McDonald's like food item you'd like to try the most.
And then I guess we can have this format with the other influencers. Drive around Japan, get through some drive-through food,
Yeah,
and then have it.
more Q&As.
Yeah.
Sounds fun.
Let's do that.
So see you in our next video. Thanks for tuning in.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
See you.
I just want to go back home and just sleep on the bed.
Let's take a picture.
You look like what you are.
It's
a
like an
bubble.
eyeball.
My personal bubble is over there.
Over there.
Yeah.